Recognize Representative Miakowski in debate.
Representative Yelkowski, you recognize in debate.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and thank you, Rep. Bankson, for bringing this bill. I know you're taking a lot of heat on this. And I rise today because something keeps coming to my mind that I see as a reoccurring theme the last session and this session. And that is that we as a body are tired of pandering to feelings and emotions. It's time to get back to principles and standards, the biblical, constitutional, law and order principles that made this country great. And I call this what it is, because I'm dealing with this in other bills that I've been working on. This is about culture war. This is not about gender identity. This is not about getting it wrong. And when I talk about principles and standards, I go to the Bible. Let's talk about what the Bible says. The Bible says that God is not the author of confusion. And to me, this is a confusion, calamity, chaos, and discontentment to the 10th power, which means it cannot be from God. You know, it goes on in the Bible to say, one of my favorite passages, every good and perfect gift is from above, coming down from the Father of heavenly lights, who does not change like the shifting shadows. And folks, that started the moment that God put us in our mother's womb as a fetus and assigned us as a man or a woman. And you know who runs in the shadows? The devil, and the devil's a liar. The Bible says the devil's job is to rob, kill, and destroy. So remember that. You know, I say again, it's not about gender misidentity or about getting it wrong. I think that's a symptom of the problem. And I'm reminded of my own drinking problems back in the day. Alcohol wasn't my problem. And until I realized that that was a symptom of my deeper problem, and I got honest and accountable and obedient to principles and standards, I was never going to get sober. Many years have gone by now since I've had the desire to do that. And you know, I see a lot of pain and suffering and discontentment here. And I always say there's no greater tragedy than discontentment. Truly, think about it. There's no greater tragedy. And I truly love all people. I love everyone I get the honor to serve for and with up here. And we all have different groups that we serve. And it's because of that I'm saying we cannot give pathways for this confusion. We have to and we must stand firmly, faithfully, and soundly on principles and standards. So Rep. Bankson, I thank you for bringing this bill, and I stand with the principles and standards that you stand for and that this body is going to stand for and continue to fight for. God bless you, and thank you, and vote up on this great bill.